Hi, I'm John Halloran, and I'm going to show you a little trick when you're using Empowered, how to make a word look right and sound right, or how to fix a word's pronunciation. So when you're working on the Empower program, you hit the menu here, and then you hit Toolbox right here. Then you make sure you go to User Settings. I think that's kind of where it always pops up, but hit User Settings, then go to Voice, and then it's really kind of nice because you can't miss it. Right here it says Edit Pronunciation. So I love the way you just touch there. And this is really nice. You touch there where it says enter the word. So you can say John finished, and then you can enter the phonetic spelling. So if a word doesn't sound right, what's kind of nice is you can hit this little play button right here to play it, and then you can make sure it's right. And then you just hit add. And from now on, it'll see this spelling, John, pronounce it as that. Now, John would have worked, but a lot of times names and things you add don't come out right. So you try to spell, it could be, it could be almost anything. I remember a long time ago, you used to spell the word taco and it would come out taco. A lot of those words have been corrected in the actual person who developed the software for the voice, but it can still happen that you come across a common word and you need to make it look right and sound right. So I want to give you a fun example because I think we always have to remember to make things fun and teach humor and things. But back when I used to do therapy and I was working with kids with spelling, I would take them to spell mode, of course, and then I would be maybe teaching them how to spell mom, M-O-M. And then when they would touch speak display up here, I would have that mom, instead of it pronouncing mom, it might pronounce something like booger. So watch how easy that is to do. And you just do this temporarily again to already give that child something fun to do. But they hit menu, they go to the toolbox, you go to user settings, you go to voice again, you go to edit pronunciation right here. So it's real easy to find. And then you type in the word mom and you say finished. And on the other side, see, this is where the words, how it's spelled correctly, and this is how it's phonetically going to sound. And that's when you go in here and say boogerhead or something. And so now you take that same student back, and then of course you say add. You'll probably have to go back in and change this back, of course, when you're done having fun. But now you have this fun little game where the child goes to spell mode, spells mom, and I like the spelling to be on at the word level, which it isn't right now. And then you go in here and touch right here, and of course it says boogerhead. So it's just a fun way to give them some humor and teach them a funny thing that gives them an incentive to go home and show them they can spell mom. Now, of course, where mom is on the device, it now says boogerhead. So that's why you have to go in and fix this. So then you'd have to go back in and change back mom to be pronounced as mom. Okay, I hope that makes sense on how to edit the pronunciation in Word. And I guess there's one more thing, as long as we're here. Another thing you could use this for is you could use this for a form of abbreviation expansion. So you could go into your toolbox, you could go to your user settings, you could go to voice again, you could go to edit a pronunciation, and you could say the word is going to be JK. And then you could say finished, and the phonetic spelling could be just kidding. A lot of kids use a lot of that stuff now, or adults use that stuff, or people that are in social media and stuff. We all use it. So it's a great way to. So now if they ever put that in their device, or they went to spell mode and they type JK, now you're going to see, because I didn't store that with a space. It didn't, when I spelled that, it didn't see that, put those two together. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. And I hope you'll make sure kids can make sure when they're, and adults, I always say kids, but I mean both, whenever they're saying something on their device, you have a way to make it look right and sound right. I hope that helps. Thanks.